I really had to learn what renewing of my mind meant versus what I always thought it meant, not so much what it could mean. And there's still a lot of work to be done, but I think I've seen so many miracles that it makes it hard to not believe that God is real. I think a lot of the work we do in our adulthood is a majority of undoing the things that we were taught, we were learned, that we were raised on, and is cleaning up our roots and challenging the norms that we're used to, or learning from others and hearing other perspectives and being open-minded to those perspectives. Because I know I've definitely, as I've gotten older, I found myself complaining more. And more recently, I've been very intentional about every time I'm about to complain or be angry or irritated, I do my best. I'm not perfect. I do my best to reverse it with gratitude or just silence, just being quiet. I don't always have to have an answer for everything, because there's so much about the world, God, that I don't know, that I don't need to know. There's so much about the way people operate and the way they live their lives that I don't need to be involved in every aspect of it, including my own life. I think sometimes you just have to let God do God things. Because if I left it up to me, I would not be sitting here where I'm at currently. And I'm just grateful that I'm learning to surrender more and not be so rigid and not be so stuck to a to-do list. Even my devotional yesterday was saying, like, don't let your to-do list become something you idol or worship that dictates your entire day. And I was like, oh my God, yes, I keep getting caught up in that. Although I do need a to-do list because I can be very frazzled and all over the place, but I think there's room for that as well. I don't think it has to be all perfect. So I'm learning to just focus on God, focus on loving like God, and I think I'll be okay. Versus focusing on the negative or the irrelevant, and just let God do God things. So the renewing of my mind starts with just learning to repent and forgive myself and allow God to forgive me, and not be focused on maybe how I've hurt others or how others have hurt me, but just letting that go as well. And then just shifting my mind to a mindset of gratitude, prayer, love, humility, and just being obedient and disciplined in the Word. Because like I said, if I was doing things my way, I would not be sitting here. I also think that a part of renewing my mind is realizing that I'm not always going to be on top. I'm not always going to be at the bottom. That there's going to be seasons where I'm going. And there's going to be seasons where I have nothing going on. But there's always something happening in the background in my favor. Whereas before I would think like, oh my God, I'm not making any money. There's no business. I can't support the family. This sucks. When it's like, maybe I can't support them right now at this second, but everything, all the seeds that I planted, all of the work I've been doing, the work on myself I've been doing. Oh, I just saw a butterfly. Oh, that's so cool. Confirmation that if I just show up every day as a good person, as a loving person, instead of allowing my circumstances to dictate my behavior or my mood, and I just let God lead and guide, then I feel like it's going to be fine. I don't always need to be in charge. I don't always need to be the one that's, because there's more ways to support each other than financially. And I think I was so stuck on like, I need to help financially. It's the only way I can help. And it's very, I'm working on my motivations and being money motivated, which I think is like a small dose of that is healthy, but not, that can't be like my only reason to be motivated, like when there's money involved. So I'm learning to just accept the circumstances as is, even if it means showing up to Hawaii with $40 in my pocket and God and my family, then that's what I do. And then the next time I'll be the one taking care of everyone, God willing, and so forth and so forth. You know, it goes in so many different ways, and different ways that we can ask for help, and different ways that we can be helped and give help, not just monetarily. You know, I'm having to relearn that in my state of renewal of my mindset. It's like, you know, acts of service are great, monetary gifts are great, but sometimes even just being in the same room, sitting down, laughing, smiling, listening to people goes a long way. And if you're someone that's like, well, I just feel like I need to give back, then use that time. Someone helped me to reframe my mindset about a concept like tithing, right? I always thought like, gosh, 10% of my money, I'm low funds right now. This is all I got. I need to pay the bills. I'm behind. But it was when I started tithing that things started to turn around. And I started to see the fruits of my labor. And then the seasons where I kind of fell back again, where I had just enough and I only tithed a little bit, I felt the repercussions. And then in the seasons where I was in a drought and I didn't know what else to do, I was reminded to tithe my time, spending time with God, reading the word, praying. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I could do that. And imagine just giving God 2.4 hours of your day, and the growth you can experience from that. I'm still working on doing that, you know, in totality, but I feel like I'm very close to getting there, and it does make a big difference, because even the 20 minutes of silence, or the time I'm spending in my gratitude journal, or my morning routine with prayer, journaling, all makes a big difference. And I can only imagine if I gave God more of my time. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. This is where I'm at right now.